Welcome to Golf Life. I am so excited to bring in a good friend of mine, someone I've gotten a chance to work with for many years, Mr. Mike Malaska. Mike, thank you so much for joining us here on Golf Life today.
Oh, no problem, Mike. Thank you for the opportunity. I always look forward to talking to people about golf and something that's been a big part of my life. So let's get after it.
Well, first of all, I want to establish so people know your background. In 2011, I believe it was, it's been a minute, I believe you were chosen as the PGA Teacher of the Year. That's a huge honor. Kind of describe that and how you got to that level and what you had to do to earn that credibility.
Getting the National Teacher of the Year was a big deal. It was a goal I made for myself in 1990. And the reason I did, and I was going to do it without any tour players that I was working with full time, because I wanted to kind of regain my credibility. And I could talk to you a little bit about what's happened. Back in 1990, my partner and I, 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐑, put together a big program for the PGA of America. It's called the Swing Game. And it was very controversial because it attacked pretty much the way they were teaching golf. I went from going around the country, talking to sections, doing all kinds of stuff for the PGA. And all of a sudden, they wouldn't take my phone calls. So I just kept doing what I was doing and going along and doing articles for Golf Magazine, for Golf Digest, got involved with the Nicklaus Flip Golf Schools. And Jack Nicklaus became a big part of my life. He became a personal friend and somebody that I knew a lot about physically because our company saved him from back surgery. And so fitness became back in vogue. And because a big part of our program was focused around what you would call fitness, that's how we called it, but all of a sudden I became more viable again. In 2010, the PGA of America made their number one most important saying, fitness in golf. Well, all of a sudden, here I am. I mean, I've been fitness in golf before fitness was in golf, other than maybe Gary Player or a few guys like that. And as I did more seminars, everybody was just eating it up because I could help them understand how to apply fitness, where it worked, where it didn't work. And so that year, then I became the National Teacher of the Year because of my contribution. So I got the award because of what I had done for the PGA of America and for the players, like yourself and people that were listening to some of the YouTube things and stuff that I was doing at the time. And so it was a real important thing for me to get, only for my own personal satisfaction, that I was back in the fold and I wasn't this third eye in the middle of my forehead that didn't know what I was talking about.
We fast forward to 2025, and you mentioned that you were on YouTube way back when. And now there's a lot about fitness. There's some kind of different types of guys with different types of thoughts online. What are your thoughts about the digital stuff out there, and what's your thoughts on it now?
Well, the first thing you have to understand is there's one thing that hasn't changed in the 200 plus years or whatever it is of golf. The human body hasn't changed. Your body's a pattern machine. It doesn't know you're playing golf or baseball or tennis. It's just a pattern machine. But the body is the main thing that hasn't changed. Now, with all the technology, the reality of technology, I did a seminar where a group ahead of me was talking about the importance of launch monitors. And if you didn't have one, you're not teaching. Well, you can't see D plane, you can't do this. And if you don't have a launch monitor, you're not a good teacher. So I went to the store at Walgreens. I got a box of little thing of foot powder. And by the way, the launch monitor they were pushing was $24,000. Most teachers are you kidding me? So anyways, I brought this bottle of foot powder out and I said, guys, how much is this? It was $1.27. So I took a club and I took the powder and I sprinkled it on the face. And I said, okay, I make a swing. I look at the divot. I watch the flight of the ball and I pick the powder up and I look at the face. It shows me exactly where the ball hit in the face. It says, there's your numbers. So for $1.27, you've got what these guys say you need to pay $24,000 to have. So, I've always found it interesting when somebody says you really need this technology. Well, there isn't a technology out there that I really need to be able to see what I need to see for someone for me to show them what to do. What technology does, if you know what you're doing, is reinforces to the person that's what they're going to. They trust technology more than they do the instructors. And to be honest with you,
now I could go
most of the instructors now, if you took all that technology away from them, they'd be terrible teachers because technology is teaching for them. So I've been talking to a lot of these teachers about AI, and I've seen it coming for 5 years. AI can be programmed, and you can put hundreds of thousands of swings into it. And if you tell it what to look for, it's better than the human eye for most people. So I could program an AI system and call it AI Mike. You could put your swing in it, and it would tell you exactly what to do and what you need to work on. And then you go a couple of days, you do it again, and if you made changes, it would say, okay, you've made changed here, but what's going to differentiate the teachers from AI is your ability to teach people to play golf.
Right.
See, this whole golf swing thing, as much as they've tried to invest in it, and okay, speed and force vectors and force plates and all this to make it hit it further. Okay, but this is play the game of golf. It's not ice skating where you get style points for how you do your double lutz.
Driving range pro.
Exactly. So when it comes right down to it, the guys that are really going to be good are the ones that are going to actually be able to help people play golf.